Hello. Hello, it's me. Let's find the buttons. Hello. Hello. Lovely people. I'm just going to turn the music down a teeny weeny bit. There we go. I still haven't got headphones. I meant to get headphones. Hello, new chatter. Hi. I meant to get headphones because I upload my VODs to YouTube after I finish streaming, and last time on the VOD it was slightly echoey the whole time because I didn't have headphones, because my port on my phone is like that new port. Well, not new, it's been around for several years, but it's not the right port to go to my PC, so I don't have headphones. So it was just echoey through my desktop, the music the whole time, which is great. So yes, that's an investment I still need to buy and have neglected to do so. But yes, yeah, here. I don't think it's too echoey, too crazy echoey. It's not echoey, it's just weird double noise. But it's all, they feel gross on my head. Yup. Well, I didn't used to have the big ones. I used to have just the ones that go in the ear that are wired, because it's easier, or at least it's cheaper, that's for sure. But yeah, we are here today to do some chatting and to do some art fighting, because I have been addicted to that. This time last week I wasn't on Art Fight, but like an hour after the stream, my friend Casper messaged me because they were watching the stream. They were like, "Are you doing Art Fight?" And I was like, "I saw about that. I don't know if I'm too late, but I kind of want to join." And they were like, "You do it." So I got very excited and just published like 6 characters immediately, and I'm now on it, and I've been doing it worryingly obsessively in every spare hour of my day. Art Fight, yeah. I think I'm on my 19th and 20th at the minute. Since last Thursday actually, because I didn't do any art on the Wednesday, which is horribly concerning, because I've been doing like between 2 and 4 a day, which is absolutely wild. I've been working as well during that. I'm going a bit insane. I literally don't think I've drawn this frequently and intensely in years, so that's fun, I guess. Especially digital art, because I had a big honk me period while I was at college. Art Fight fixes you for real, it does. Although I'm slowly reaching a slumberous state. I'm like kind of at the bit in like summer holiday mindset, even though it's not summer holiday mindset. I'm between stages of education. This is a month-long stage between education, and I've done that bit where I'm like, whoa, I have so much time, I can be creative, and now I'm sort of like, I want to rot in my bed and read fan fiction for 7 days straight and not move whatsoever. So I'm sort of finding the balance between those two frames of mind at the minute. But those instincts are drilling into my brain. Just read absolute shit on my phone till it's dead from fics that were published like 8+ years ago. But we're not at that stage of desperation quite yet. We're still at exciting art fight stage. So the plan is for today, because last Wednesday, when I streamed last Wednesday, we did some sketchbook tours, and it was very fun. And I got just under halfway through my sketchbooks, from education and things like that. But I'm streaming slightly later today. I'm streaming at 9 instead of 6, so the sky is very quickly darkening. So I don't think I'm going to do sketchbook stuff today, because that involves being on my desk and it being light. My room isn't very light. I don't have a light directly above my desk. I have a light there up against the wall, like a strip light going up. I have nothing facing downwards. So it's going to get dark quickly, so we will just have to do that at an earlier time at a later date, which is fine. That's all goober. Like, should I be artistically productive or rewatch a Let's Play of my favourite game again? Literally. I'm like, there's like a new series of My Hero Academia. I re-delve into that franchise sort of once a year when I'm incredibly desperately by myself. Because it's like, wow, lots and lots of fanfic. Don't like the fandom very much. They are separate from my experience of the show. I do not engage in anime at all, apart from My Hero Academia. So I'm like, should I just rewatch like 7 series of anime and just submerge myself in fanfiction? That's so fair. Yeah, I'm like, I'm scared of a lot of what happens in that fandom, so I just stay clear except from one tag on an Archive of Our Own. You have got to curate your fandom experience. Exactly right, exactly right. You know, there's some fandoms, just don't touch Twitter for that. That's fine. When it gets slightly too big, it's like, I feel ostracized and attacked constantly, so I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna slide over some fan art with no tags every 7 months, and then that's my contribution, and then I will not experience anything else the rest of the time. Yeah, when you curate your fandom experience as somebody who has been deep in fandoms for probably a decade, I'm like, yeah, we know how this works, and we know that we've got to be specific about how we experience things. But yeah, we've got art fighting to do. I was a bit a bit fragile in giving some times again, because only after having streamed yesterday did I realise, not yesterday, I keep saying fucking yesterday, after having streamed last Wednesday, after having streamed that, I realised the main post, I contradicted myself with times, so several people thought it was going to be at 9 PM, despite me streaming at 6 PM. And I went back on on that little rodeo again today, because I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna stream like at 6, and then I realised I was going to do something like sort of early evening, and then I was like, okay, I'll push it back to 8, and then I was like, is that gonna be enough time? And then I pushed it back to 9, which I had a lot of time. That's fine. I managed to fix my stuff, because I streamed like 2 years ago, before last Wednesday, so I just wiped my whole OBS and started again, because I was like, I don't know what this shit does anymore. So I just wiped it and realised, oh shit, the thing I tracked my iPad through, because we're going to do some digital art today, that's just gone, so I had enough time to set that up again. It's actually quite easy to do, which I'm very grateful for. It's an easy application, so that's good. Yes, as someone who grew up on Tumblr, literally. I wasn't on Tumblr, but you know, I get the vibes. I get the vibes. Solidarity, early internet access solidarity. I remember like my first experiences of the internet, highly specific. It was like because my dad, he worked at this like big tech TV company. So once when I was like 6 or 7, we inherited like some old, really hefty like box TV monitor computers from his work that they didn't need anymore. And I specifically remember watching the Alice video for Avril Lavigne, the music video, an Alice in Wonderland music video by Avril Lavigne on loop while playing a Pingu game where you just hop across ice blocks. That's my experience of the early internet. I was obsessed. My mother has stated many times that she was pissed at me because I would not stop watching that music video. Was that some sort of queer awakening? Almost definitely. Almost definitely. Do I still love that song to this day? Yeah. Is it mostly for memes? Yeah. Yeah. But you got a vibe. You got a vibe. But yeah. I don't know if we're gonna do a lot more chatting. But I got some art to show you. I will put it on the little screen. Hang on. Huzzah! Oh no, that's Deskcam. Hello, it's me. What's your name on Artfight, by the way? It's just Monty May Arts. I'm on Monty May Arts for like most of the stuff. Everything apart from my Twitch is Monty May Arts. So it's all Monty May Arts. Very, very fun, very fabulous. I just need to connect my thingy. Hang on. Because it's disconnected while I've been doing my thing. Don't mind me just being a granddad. I've found myself doing a frickin'... I keep doing like a divorced dad pose whenever I don't know what to do. So I'm just literally standing with my hand on one hip and I'm like, yup, fish head, yeah. Not anything sexual, please no. My fish is not, the fish is not getting head. The guy just has a fish head. And ain't that how it be sometimes? Ain't that how it be sometimes? It just be like that. There we go. Okay. No, we don't want that one. We want this one. Please. Yay! Okay, hang on. Give me the numbers, please. Ew. Just setting it up because it disconnected while I was talking. Yeah, there we go. Kill. Womp. Okay. Let's swap it over. No, they're cute. Yay. I like my guys. I'm happy with my guys. All of this OC shit is just making me want to manically draw all of my guys just constantly. Okay, it's art time. And I can like zoom and stuff and you'll see it. Very nice. This is what we're working with today. The person down there, that creatures, yeah, the person below me, I've just screenshotted it and put it on the screen. That's who attacked me and we're revenging them. So the characters are by that person. So give them a little attack if you like. But yeah, we're gonna be drawing these goobers. They're like little bug people. I've had a surprising amount of just straight up bug guys because I did another one. Hang on, I can show you just how filled to the brim my Procreate is, because I started Artfight here. This is my first one, the pony one, and then this is what I've done in a week. I'm halfway through this one as well. That's the reference. I literally just started colouring it, but this is the guy because I did it on my sketchbook, and then scanned and fixed it up a bit. But this is what we're doing right now. Very cool. That's usually how it looks for me, but this year I want to animate oh my god, so it takes longer. Yeah, no kidding. I could not animate it. I spend far too long in these ones, let alone animating it. I remember that's literally like 2 or 3 years ago. I spent like, because I was like still in high school, I think, end of high school, so I just spent the whole of a half term animating a Dream SMP animatic. And I did about 30 seconds over 7 days, and it looked shit. I'm not a big animator. Have I made a short film animated? Yes. Was it part of a group project? Yes. Did I mostly do stop motion animation and direction stuff and props instead? Yes. I am not the best at frame by frame, and I refuse to work on anything other than Procreate, which is, as you would expect, incredibly tedious. So yeah, we goobin around. But yes, so I will just merge these layers together. But what I did last time I streamed, like my process and stuff, a couple times I talked through my process, and my process has changed quite a lot since then. In fairness, it changes day to day. Sometimes I do it colouring in grayscale and then fiddle around with gradient maps or like an overlay layer, and sometimes I just colour it with normal colours and wipe outside the lines, because what I did for years and years and years before I even touched clipping mask or like select tools, I had just went over the lines and erased everything outside of the lines at the end, which I still do sometimes. It's a force of habit, but I have gotten into the swing, generally speaking, of using a nice base colour like a solid green or something, because we love these mustardy slimy green colours, and using that as a background, and then we'll colour the whole thing in at the base and then do a clipping mask on that layer, and then use slightly opaque brushes and like textured brushes and stuff, so that green peeks through, which is always very fun, because then it looks like a proper painting and it adds a nice bit of crunch to it. There ain't nothing more than that we love than some good crunch. I am the texture king. We love texture. I can't do anything without it. That's like most of the appeal of my artwork. It's like, wow, you texture and then that's it. Texture and color, and there's nothing else to say. It's like why we like textiles, because it's like, wow, you can see all of them fibers and shit. So I'm like, wow, I love this. This is tickling my brain, dude. So yeah, it's crazy. So this one, oh, I haven't actually got the reference up. What I did is I just combined the references. These are the two characters. Wonderful art. So one's like an angelic one, which we've got on the left, and then one is like a demonic one. I can't remember. No, that I read some about the lore on that art fight. I think the like angelic light one is like a circus master, and then the one on the right is a jester, or one of many jesters, which is very cool, because I love bugs, I love transgender people, and I love the circus, baby. So it's a great combo, really. I can't really ask for more than that. So yeah, was very, very stinking excited to receive an attack. I have been revenging everyone, which is somewhat troubling for addictive purposes, because it's like, wow, I stay up and draw for 12 hours to get through all my art fight revenges, and then I wake up and there's 2 more to do. Oh, that lineup brush looks so cool, thank you. I've had lots of questions about my brushes recently. It's just Derwent from the sketching page, this one. There's lots that I've imported and stuff. You'll see my main category is called My Bitch. That's just where I keep all my favourite ones. But a good deal of my base brushes are just base Procreate brushes, and then texture ones. Like this one I use for most of my like building up colours and stuff. is an imported one. And this is another line art brush that I use, and I use it for colouring and textures and stuff as well. That's imported. I don't think that's imported. This one is regular Procreate, but there's some different packs and stuff that I've got. I don't use most of them. It's like I find one every like 7 months when I don't know what to do with myself. I'll be like, let's try something new, and just download as many free packs I can find in the first 3 searches on Google, and then see what is funky, and then just stick with that for like 2 years, and then then continue on with our day. So yeah, that's what I'm vibing and juicing with at the minute. It's very nice. I have been doing a lot of drawing line art traditionally, and then scanning into Procreate, or scanning on a printer, and then exporting that, and then using it as like an overlay sort of layer. But the white background, because it comes with a white background, it fiddles with like opacities and saturations of the colors and things like that, which can be a bit tricky to play around with sometimes, because I don't know how to like select just the black stuff. I think that's something you can do on like Photoshop, but I ain't doing that stuff. I can't be fucked. Oh nice, I really should get Procreate. It's good. I use it for most of my stuff, and because it's on an iPad, it's freaking transportable as heck. It's a lot easier than like I feel like investments and stuff, when you use it loads and loads, it's like fine, because Procreate was only £10 when I bought it. I feel like there's a weird bias I have, I don't know if anyone else has, about buying digital stuff for like just perfectly fine amounts of money. Like I'm like, £10 for an app, and it's like, dude, you could literally spend that much money like buying snacks at a petrol station and not think about it. And it's like, okay, that puts it into this perspective. This is fine and reasonable. So yeah, that's how I was like, yeah, we've rationalized it, this is fine. And for the app I use to like project my art onto the screen, that was £30, which is a lot. But it's like, it was very, I looked at like reviews and stuff, and it's like very easy and recommended, and it doesn't involve like cables or anything like that. It's like a sort of Bluetooth mirroring kind of thing. Thanks for showing me. I recently got back into drawing. I drew until I was 15, now trying to start back again 10 years later. I gained a lot of passive knowledge from videos, so all is not lost. I hate colouring though, it's so annoying. Yeah, no, it's like whenever I'm taking a break of drawing myself, I'm still like, almost everyone I follow on Instagram and stuff like that is artists, so I'm still receiving stuff like that and getting that inspiration. Like I said, like while I was at college, because I just finished my foundation year at college, I took a break since like last April, so April of 2021, and like basically didn't make any digital art or anything for Instagram until about, yeah, literally the start of May this year. So just under a year I wasn't posting properly, but the whole time, like even though I wasn't on Instagram and had it deleted a lot of the time, it was like I was still getting those things recommended and looking for references for schoolwork and things like that on Pinterest, and like I was still consuming that sort of stuff, so still gaining some knowledge in some way. So yeah, it doesn't, a lot of the time, like how much you practice and stuff, it helps. Obviously it helps you develop, but just watching other people doing it and getting inspired is invaluable. You know, you can't beat it. Learning is both receiving information and doing it and putting it to practice. And now I'm talking all scholarly because I think deeply and I feel deeply. And I'm British and I'm from an English literature background, so I'm, yeah. Literally watched a play today, so I'm in that mindset. It was only a school play, but it was about Shakespeare, so I was thinking about my boy Bill, and how much I want to go to the Globe Theatre again, because oh my god, I saw it there like a few months ago. They had the Duchess of Malfi in their Sam Wanamaker Theatre, which is the little mini theatre just literally next to the Globe. It's still by the Shakespeare Company, but they had the Duchess of Malfi on production in there, and it's like a tiny little enclosed indoor theatre, very intimate, like candlelit and stuff. And I went to see it, and it's my favourite play ever. I studied it at A level. I was introduced to it through the Magnus Archives, but also A level studies, and it's my favourite. And they never ever produce it because it's Jacobean. It's a Jacobean tragedy, so it was literally written like 10 years after Hamlet was put on stage for the first time. So it's got all of that gritty, nasty stuff as well. But it's fucking sick as hell. And now I'm like mourning that. But I just remembered I'm seeing a production of Midsummer Night's Dream at a local thing, local to me, which is very exciting. It's like they do performances, a lot of Shakespeare, but other stuff, in like a natural scenery. So they have a stage outside, and it's like by woods and stuff like that, and they have these awesome puppets and costumes, and very sort of cabaret fun costumes, clowny silliness. And I watched them do Macbeth, I think last year, and it was so cool because like the witches were these huge like animatronic puppets that they like wore and like moved around, and it was just huge and awesome. But they're doing a Midsummer Night's Dream, and I'm watching that in like 2 weeks, so I'm very excited. I'm a big play guy. I can't beat them. I used to watch I used to perform in like musical theatre, and I was in like a Drown group and things like that, but I just not I don't do that anymore. It's like, wow, I have lost all ability and gained all shame. Like very much guy behind the screen now, because I'm like, I want to organize and boss people around and make it look nice and make it sound nice, and I'm much happier doing that, and then leaving the outward facing talent to other people. So yeah, but I miss freaking doing plays, and ain't nothing like being dramatic in non-dramatic settings, because who doesn't love attention seeking? So goober. We are literally just about done. You can see I'm like, I usually just do it with a chunkier pen, and then just erase with a smaller eraser where I need to, even when just doing the outlines and stuff for this. When I was like drawing it, I was like, oh my god, it reminds me of the playing cards in Alice in Wonderland, in the Disney adaptation, because I'm always thinking about bloody Alice in Wonderland. One of my characters on Artfight is Alice from my own adaptation of Alice in Wonderland, which lots of people have been drawing them, and I freaking love it. I'm very happy. That's what's so wonderful about Artfight. I'm like very giddy at the prospect of just people making such joyful, nice things for other people. It's very nice. Very lovely. Cool, we are just about done with this. Let me just fix up this bit where I was playing around with brushes earlier. colour in his face. And then I will just do the other bits later, I think. Yeah, let's get a clipping mask going. I'm gonna start with, I usually start with skin, just to set out everything else in context. Will that look right? Just need to check it at full opacity. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, because I like building up the layers so you can have different bits shining through. I also, one of the things that's like changed most prominently in how I draw is the placement of blush on the cheeks. Because I used to do them like above contour, like here. So it was like right in the corners there, and then I did it as like just sort of here, and then I did it over the nose, and now I'm doing it here because I freaking love like 20s makeup and stuff like that, which is why I'm liking the thin eyebrows and beauty marks and stuff at the minute, especially. So yeah, I'm doing that in the minute, and I freaking love it. You can see I'm just getting messy with the layers of opacity and stuff like that, just to add a bit more textural, like traditional drawing vibes to it. Just love that mess. Oh, I like drama too. I have the Complete Works of Shakespeare book, which is translated by Hilsky, Czech best Shakespeare translator, who even annotated it. I read like a quarter, but he has so many plays that my attention span is terrible. Nose blushes, classic lol. Yeah, no, I have barely read any of his plays properly. I have a copy of Midsummer Night's Dream, which I probably read before I see it, because I haven't seen a production of it in about a good 7 years. That I saw at the Globe when I was in high school. But yeah, I should probably read it because I've never like read it outright, I don't think. But I also studied Hamlet while I was in sixth form, so we know what that bastard bastard still is, that melancholy ass bitch. Most of Shakespeare is just diseased or incestuous miserable twinks, which is a lot of Jacobean theatre, in fairness. Ain't that how all literature and everything should be? Is just, yep, if I was in control of all media, everybody would just be weird cryptids, weird trans cryptids who were grappling with identity and misery. Cause ain't that fun? Ain't that fun, hey? Okay, I think that pink was a bit too pink, despite it looking like a miserable grey-brown on my colour palette. I have like such a desaturated vision when it comes, because I feel like specifically digital artists especially, you get like a weird specific vision, so you're like, oh, anyone else would see this as highly desaturated and grayscale, but I'm like, can't you see the depth in there? There's like so many colours, because you look at it in terms of tones rather than what comes up at face value, which can be both helpful and not helpful when thinking about what people actually see when they look for 2 seconds on Instagram. So I usually like just copy and paste and like up the saturation by 10 before I post it. I haven't been doing that for Artfight. I've just been going crazy with the same filters and stuff on top of it, because that was a game changer in digital art. And I still do it when I'm like, because like most of the time, like when I've posted paintings and stuff like that, like big paintings, I've edited it digitally anyway, and then posted a weird edited version. But yeah, it's just that's a game changer. It helps with continuity. It helps with color flow, because a lot of the time it's like, wow, these colors are actually quite fragmented and dispersed and don't necessarily match up with each other or things like that, and they don't seem very harmonious. So when you put like overlays and stuff like that on top of it, it just blends them all together really nicely. So that's a game changer. If you need one, if you need a game changer, yeah. Okay, I'm going to got some. Oh, I didn't color that hand in, that cheeky rascal hand. But you can see I'm using the Derwent one at the minute. But just building up that texture. I will sometimes use that one, which is also good. It's more softer, so it's better for blending. But yeah, Derwent gets that good grain. I will add a teeny bit of shadow, but like where that, because I focus the skin colors in patches, so where the light hits, so the darker bits are greener anyway, and that's like a natural shadow thing going on. But I will just do a little, that's another thing, another 20s sort of vibe I've been doing, light eyes on top, instead of dark eyes, which is fun. I will just do some bags, and then select the skin color, go a little bit greener and a little bit brighter, and then get our Derwent again and just find some nice grains for highlighting bits. Under the bags, on the tip of the nose, up here, and then just find random bits. I do it in like weird shaded sections usually. Sometimes I just go crazy with spots and things like that, but I will like carve out a section and then cross hatch in between. I see your art. I can see your art being used for children educational books about transgender issues. That would be so lovely. I very almost was going to illustrate a children's book this summer actually, but that fell through unfortunately. But it's a possibility. I would love to do it in the future. I want to write my own book about sort of transgender stuff in the future, like a story featuring a trans protagonist person, and I wanted to do drawings for that as well, even though it's not like a children's book, it's an adult book. But I wanted it like, you know, like the old Alice in Wonderland editions, they've got like woodcut drawings and stuff, and it feels like mature still. I wanted to do something sort of like that in my own one, which would be fun. One door closes, another opens. Write your book. Yeah, I want to. I think I might have to do it when I'm like, because a lot of my specifically my writing type hobbies, I will not do it unless I'm trapped. Like when I'm reading, I will like read best when I'm A, don't have any other option, or B, am really interested in reading at that specific moment. So like I haven't read in a little while at the minute. One, because the book I've been reading is shit, but two, because it's like, oh wow, I've just got other life happening at the minute, so I'm like, let's just go on my phone instead. So writing is another thing that is like, if I was away in like a caravan for like 2 weeks, I would do that solidly, because literally this time last year, actually, I think it was this time last year, some like family friends had booked a house to stay in, and we were invited to stay there, which makes me sound obtusely rich. I'm not. but they had a house, and I stayed there because I wasn't feeling very well during the day. I stayed there and like wrote half of the script to a short film because I was in confinement in a situation that wasn't my regular home. So I was just like, yeah, let's just do this now. Again, another thing that fell through, I was going to fully produce that, but I just couldn't get it organized because I don't live by most of my filmmaking friends. But some of the characters on Art Fight were actually from that. So the fish head and the bear guy on my Art Fight characters were both going to be in that film. But also that film is that book that I'm going to write. So we will just have them in a different context. Because I love reading and I feel like they would work good as a book. And a book would allow me to better expand on those topics. Even though I really like the idea of doing things visually, I could do that if I illustrated some of it as well, which is very cool. I could do the vibes. Okay, I think that the skin on that one is about done now. I gotta go, but I believe in you, stranger. You can do it. Good luck. Thank you, buddy. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for the company. I'm now gonna go on to the other skin, I think. Just do some last minute shadowy bits. Another thing I've been doing recently is not just having block line art like that. I've been doing it as either overlays or soft light, and like what I've been doing is I've been doubling it up and having one as normal and just turning down the saturation. Sometimes it looks a bit funny. But yeah, I might do that again for this one. I might not. I kind of like it just like that at the minute, but we will see. I like for the pony one I did. This one, that was, I drew it traditionally, and then like that line art you can see on that layer there, but then changed it to like a cool opacity thing, and then figured out like blending and stuff and adjusted highlights and things like that on top of that. So sometimes I play around with it and go wacky. But yeah, I don't know. Usually I assess at the end and see how I'm feeling. So we'll just do the skin on this fella. He's a bit whiter and a bit pinker. Let's just see how the skin looks full opacity in person. I think that's a bit too pink, so we'll go a bit and a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Wonderful. Okay, and it's just the face and the hands. Oh shit, I need to do it with this one. That's why it says this one. I help myself with labels because my dummy brain cannot handle. There we go. Some hands. Some more hands. Wonderful. And that's all I think for that one. Yeah. Now they've got slightly darker eyeshadow on top, so I might copy that as well. Let's make brush a little bit smaller. There we go. That's a bit ghastly actually. A bit ghostly. I just need to rise that eyeshadow up so it doesn't look so skeletal. Okay, and then a little bit of blush. There we go. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Wonderful. Oh, is that neck? Is that neck? It is, yeah. I was like, hang on, is the neck part of the mask? Is it for that one? Yeah, no, it's not. We'll have to do that in just a second. I might need to darken that blush up a bit, because those hands I've already shaded. There we go. And then a little bit darker just so that it matches up. Is that too dark? No, that's fine. And then just take that and do it a bit lazy. Because I can't bother to match it all up. There we go. Okay, let's start on some clothes. So I'll make a new layer, make it clipping mask again. And then we got some cool blues. This has been a fun, exciting thing about Artfight that I don't usually deal with lots, which is the difference of colours and things like that. Because I often stick to very much the same colours, and don't really delve beyond sort of this section of the colour wheel. So I've had to delve into different things, which is why also again those filters have been so helpful, because it's like, oh, we've fixed that issue, we can still make it harmonious, don't panic, it can still look like the right colours. So yeah, just experimenting with new stuff. Woo! I am getting faster at colouring these though, because it's quite concerning, because I'm like taking between, I think the fastest one I did like yesterday, which was like 40 minutes for one Artfight, which was reasonably quick, but you know, I'm taking like 4.5 hours on other ones, so I've been like solidly getting between 2 and 4 in a day, which is highly worrying. And I have commissions I should be doing, but it's just so fun and vibey. I've also been watching a tremendous amount of Dimension 20 while doing it, and one of my commissions is Dimension 20 related, specifically related to the season I'm watching, which I'm watching because of it, or rewatching because of it. So technically that's part of an excuse, because I've been like, yeah, I will start on that after I've rewatched it, so that I have like proper context and can leave like Easter eggs and fun stuff like that in the art, for my beloved friend May on Twitter. So yeah, but I'm also just doing a tremendous amount of stuff on Artfight. Now, am I getting paid to do make art for people? Yes. Have I also just found this incredibly exciting and far too addicting new platform where I make art for free for people? Yes. Do I have my priorities wrong? Probably. But I probably have them wrong most of the time. I am just adding a little pop of blue, because you can see how blue that looks, even though it's so desaturated, just because the rest of everything else is on sticking to that green blue scale. So even very desaturated things on the right end of this scale for art is like, wow, super bright. But that's just colour theory, mate. That's just colour theory. There we go, and then I'll just a little bit here. And then I think I'll do a lighter blue as well. And then I might just take that and go some little spots, and then we'll just clean up where I went over. Sometimes I'll leave like little bits that go over, just to have that fun homemade feel. Oh, because when I was doing my college, I obviously did a lot of writing and analysing of my pieces and stuff, and so much of the time, specifically in my textiles units, I was emphasising how much I liked that homemade feel, Partially to cover up any errors I made and make them look intentional, but also because I just love them scratchy textures and those loose fibers and mucky stuff. But so much of the time I'm like, homemade, it looks homemade, this is good, yes. Bit repetitive. There we go, and then just have that graduate out, and then match that up. The line art colour, that's another thing I do, I match it up a bit with the line art by including the line art colour in the colouring. You'll see the line art colour isn't actually black, it's just a greeny brown. I love lying to college to make my work sound intentional. That's just what we do. That's what we do, baby. That's how we roll. That looks far too blue to me. But we'll fix it with filters. Okay, I'm gonna switch to this person's hat now. Just because I feel like I need to do them in sync. So one isn't naked and feels embarrassed. Okay. Hat time! Yeah, that looks fine. Blood on the face. Massacres. Oh, I didn't need to do the neck. Never mind. Color. Scratchy. That's another thing that's slightly annoying about colouring in opaque layers, is that you can't immediately cover up when you've fucked up in another area, so you just have to build layers like crazy, like where the skin is poking through underneath on the like hat area. It's like, wow, I just need to put extra effort in to covering it up. Well, we did it and it's fine, so there we go. Lovely clean face. There we go. And then just bringing a bit of those same colours in, and then line it up, fiddling with the colours, because whenever you're fiddling around with making a highlight or a low light, even in like shadows and stuff, you change that saturation. It just makes it punch a bit more, because a lot of the time if you're sticking to it and just keeping it at the same saturation, especially with shadows and stuff, it can very quickly become very desaturated and look washed out. And it's like those transitional shades is what they call them. So you just do that, and then it looks nice. Okay. I'll just put that's another thing, because we love talking about things. I've been adding like little sketchy extra bits of more saturated colours, because when the filters pick up on them, they just go crazy, man. Like, whoa, there's some saturation here, I didn't know you could do this. I'm like, yeah, dude, tricked you. I can't help myself but to, when there's a squiggly bit that goes and it shrinks in size, I'm like, I need to make it darker and skinnier at the ends. I did the same for the antennas there and for those bits, even though they're not in the reference, because I'm like, I need to make it spiny and cryptidy and weird, please sir. I must make this character a weirdo and a freaky creature guy, which I have successfully done. Wahaha! It worked, you see. Okay. Womp womp. Now their faces look really washed out. There's another thing we can do on there we go. On digital, when something looks washed out, especially because I'm working in those really desaturated colors, I can just take another color and put it where that color is, and then it will just replace the color. And ain't that awesome? That changes the whole bit of the selected section. That is just wonderful. Ah, my battery is low. My Apple Pencil battery. It's because I've been doing it all freaking day. Okay, we'll do some wings and stuff next. Okay, what color are these guys? They're sort of pinky bluey. Okay, this sounds good. What is that white bit poking out from? Is that skin? No. Is that wing? No. Oh, it's because I didn't colour that freaking bit in. Doink. Okay, let's select that. Because these are still where the wings are. Oh, layers be hurting my head. Okay, cool. What colour should we start with? We'll start with this sort of colour and go a bit warmer and hope that that works. Does that look okay? Sure, it looks gesturally fine. Gesturally. There we go, and then we'll add those pinks and blues. Lovely extra colours. And then get a pinkier one. It's a bit flesh. Let's go a bit pinker. There we go. A bit darker. Perfect. Make it a bit darker actually than that. Crazy. And get that texture in. Hi! Welcome, first time chatter. Chatter. We just scoop in, we just colour in. Okay, and then some bluey. Just overlap them. Make them textures go crazy. And then little shadow colors. They're behind the character. Okay, and then that's where the arm is. There we go. Then a lighter colour. I'm gonna steal from somewhere else on here. Just bring out those feathers again because they get a bit lost. So I'll just go to the ends of them, bring out where the feather shape starts. Now we'll just pop them out a bit more and make a little bit of continuity between them, even if it doesn't show up particularly well on some of them. If it gets on some of them, then it's fine. It's all good. Okay. Wonderful. Then we're gonna pickpocket that color up here. Get that crunchy texture. And just go over the top again. Lots and lots of layers of low opacity, big textures, and slight changes in color. That's how you do my style. That's how you do it. Wonderful. I am getting a bit bad at adding shadows again though. I'm like, but flat colors are much more appealing because I just get to play around with tone instead. Don't have to think about the intricacies of how they're actually supposed to work. Because a lot of the time, because shadows are just easier to do in filters, and when you do it in the same color, the same shadow color across all filters across the body to try and get them uniform, it can wash out more saturated pieces of like the coloring that you've done underneath, and that's so irritating because I'm like, why does it look fine in some places but just grays it out and makes it look weird in other places? So a lot of the time I just don't bother. A lot of my art just falls into the trap of, can I be bothered to do this? A lot of the time the answer is no. But that's just how we roll, baby. Cool. Them wings, I'm just gonna add a teeny bit of blue in the shadow to uniform. That's another thing about the diamond. When you get it spread out like that, it makes a huge big texture instead of this. So that's without. So it's like that. Whoa! If you just hold it on the side, it's a whole other brush, which is very nice for layering, but I don't really like it very much just as a shadow by itself. So we're still using them tiny brush strokes. Okay. Then put them a bit in the shadowy bits. There we go. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Now I've got over the skin again. Okay. You don't have any wings, so we will go on to your top, please, sir. We will start with the shirt and then do the collar on top, because that makes sense. I might just do this straight up, because sometimes I just like go a bit crazy with them textures and just color it wee woo to shake up that texture a bit. Okay, is that good? Is that the right color? Yeah, that's the right color. Okay, so I'll just do cross hatching and just change the direction loads, and then we can do some of that sketching of tones and things like that on top of it, but have this as the base instead of the different opacity sketchiness. You've got fun pattern sketchiness. Very, very swag. Cool. Sometimes I do it in the same lines, but I really like the all over the place approach, because it looks like that impromptu embroidery and stuff where people like mend patches but in bad ways. Which I like. Surprise, surprise. Another handmade thing that I'm like, whoa, make my art look like that, please. There we go. Wonderful. Gonna go up them sleeves. Up them sleeves. There we go. Oh shit, I got the bug body. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. My eyes are like so glazed. They're like, ugh. Drawing. Let's look at the tablet more, shall we? Because I've been like, literally, Monday and Tuesday I did art fights before I went to work, worked for 6 hours and looked at a monitor in a shop. And actually yesterday I got out my sketchbook while I was at work and while it wasn't busy, and was doing line arts for art fight while I was at work. I managed to do 3. But it's literally do art fight before work on my iPad, go to work on a monitor, come back, do more art fight at like 11 p.m. stop at like 1 and then go back to sleep and wake up at like 10 a.m. again and do it all over again, baby. I am far too interested in this bloody competition. I counted my points earlier. Hang on, I've got a tab open. How many points do I actually have? Because I just want to boast to all of you. How many points do I have? Let's see, shall we? You can't see on your screen, but I can. How many points have I got? 890.75. Because I've posted 16 attacks, which is insane. Somebody needs to seek help on my behalf. This is my first year doing art fight, and I think you can tell because I am not burnt out yet, and I'm so enthralled by the concept. I'm like, wow, let's do it all of the time. Completely obsessive. Do I probably have OCD? Yes. Is that a joke? No. Almost certainly in my therapist agrees, and you can really see it sometimes. Sometimes when I press too hard down, it takes away that yummy texture that we like. On some brushes it's more sensitive, so you just gotta treat it carefully. You gotta be like, am I pressing you down too hard? Yes? Let's try that again, shall we? Because sometimes, so much of the time, like the way I hold my pencil and stuff like that will change so much in the time that I'm drawing. Even when I'm drawing traditionally, there's like the start and the end looks so different from each other, and I haven't noticed until I finished it, and I'm like, oh crap, that line weight is so different, that pattern is so different. Especially when I like cross-hatching on like commissions and stuff, and like especially digital art, because I'm like, I try and keep all of the like cross hatches in the same direction. I would just go at a completely different diagonal, and it would just progress, and I'm like, wow, that does not look how I wanted it to, and we're just gonna start over again. Okay, almost done on that hand. See, it does take a lot more time to do it, but it looks pretty freaking cool. And when I do it as an accent rather than the whole thing, it's not too crowding, which is good. Okay. Awesome. I might... Oh, you know what I might do? I might do double freaking whammy. Put one of these colours underneath and see how that looks. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed. And we'll put this on top. I'm just going to start a new layer just in case, because I don't want to freak up the fucking stuff I've already done and then be like, oh, why did it go wrong? Cool. And then we just go with the washes over the top, mute down some of those layers and colours. We'll go a bit more pinker toned. Womp, womp, womp. Try and match where those lines are, or where the shadow lines would be. There we go. And then we can just erase stuff, because we love to erase stuff, and then womp womp, shadow more specifically. There we go. There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about the colour that's underneath. I may change it slightly. A little tiny bit of shadow for the collar. Okay. Wonderful. No, I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's okay now. I forgot to erase that bit there. Oh crap, wrong bit. Ooh. Where's that? That's the wing. There we go. Oh fuck. Chaos, chaos. Okay. Then we'll do a bit more bright, a bit more pink. Wonderful. Get that pop, 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 pop. And then we'll just bring in some of that blue, just for a little bit of balance, a little bit of fun snazz. That's another thing you do to bring it all together is you use bits from other bits. Really great explaining colours from like opposing sections that don't really match and somehow tie it in cool creative accent ways, and then all the colours sort of communicate a bit more. If you see accents of those stranger colours, those less usual colours in other places, they will seem more normalised and like they fit in better. Art tips with Bings. Talking entirely to professionally for the state in which they're in. Okay. Extra stripes, because who doesn't love extra stripes and extra texture? Extra texture. Okay. Sick. Color time. Now what color is this? This is like a tealy color. So could I do it down here? No. I think we might have to delve into blue. Will we? Yeah. Okay, I'll do this as a base, and then we'll work from there up. That's a slightly disconcerting thing about having a non-black color as your line art though, because it's like, wow, this stops, the color range stops earlier than you think it does. It's like, oh, when the colors get darker than what the line art is, you're really in a pickle, because you're like, do I stay how dark the line art is, or do I do a different thing? You just gotta figure it out. Most of the time I either, because especially when I'm using like soft light or like overlay with the line art and things like that, if I do a darker color for the coloring, the line art itself will get darker, and then I like go over when I'm rendering and stuff and balance it on top of that, so it just feels a bit more better weighted in the different sections. Okay, let's go over here, get a bit of light. Oh, you know what I could do? I could probably steal from this. Just pinching bits from other bits of the painting. There you go. And it doesn't have to match up with the reference entirely. If it just vibes better in a different way. There we go. Yeah. I might add to the, because I'm just not finishing my sentences, because the colours are very different. So over here the line art stands out more than it does in the darker one, because it fades away a bit when the colours get too dark. But that's fine. I'm gonna give them some yellowy teeth. Yay. cool. Let's do some bug bodies, and then we're almost done. Woo! What bug body have you got, my friend? Some lovely colours. I'm probably gonna make a new clipping mask for this, because that may be easier. Actually, do I want to? No! We'll just vibe and go with it, shall we? Again, my lack of willpower to put effort in is distracting me from doing things in a probably easier way. There we go. Tummy, tummy. Little bug tummy. This is probably more blue than it needs to be. That's fine. No, not there. We wanted to select one of these colors. Ah! Oh, because it's not on a clipping mask. Silly me. And we'll go a bit darker. And we won't change the saturation very much because we're going into grey anyway. We'll just change the tone to a bit more of an orange, so it's a bit more brown. There we go. Then match that up a bit better as we go down with some extra shading. Do that a bit more. Let it integrate. And then we'll do some pink splotches again. I really do like the little pops of pink. The more I'm aging, the more I'm liking pastel pink. I did it lots in a topic at college because I was doing a puppet show of Oedipus Rex, puppet production of Oedipus Rex on my YouTube channel. But a lot of the artist who inspired me, that's Yinpan Coda on Instagram. I can't remember that at specifically, but Yinpan Coda, who makes like puppets and dolls and things like that out of textiles. They often use like recycled materials like old clothes and stuff. Draw a lot of inspiration on like feminine youth and stuff like that, so lots of like old girls' baby clothes and things like that, where it's like lots of floral and pastel pinky purpley colours, and using it in really weird cryptidy ways is very fun. Playing around with those ideas of femininity. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get a bit pinker and do some more highlights, more highlights. Awesome. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add some in there. Boom, 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 boom. Use that as a highlight color for other bits, just because it's hella fun. Okay. You see, most of the time when I'm doing highlighty bits, I take the lightest colors from like the skin tone, because a lot of the time when I'm drawing white people, specifically, it's like that will often be the lightest part that I'm drawing anyway, is the highlights on the skin, because it's very white in the highlighted places on white people. So that will usually be my brightest area anyway, so I just steal from there. If they're obviously wearing like white clothing or something, that doesn't apply, so I will just use that instead. But it's just thieving from your own artwork. It's very fun, and it helps with that continuity, that lovely tasty continuity. Boom, 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 boom. Adding lots of little dots just for funsies. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me color pick, please. just go over that swirly in a really messy way. Really just thought about going to university, because I'm going to university in September. Going to Brighton and moving to Brighton. And I keep forgetting that I'm actually going to study there. Like, alright, I'm going to live down there, but I'm doing work again. Like, working in education again. It's like, wow, I need to think of ideas and make stuff again. Which is a bit overwhelming to think about. Because I'm like, usually I'm like filled to the brim with ideas constantly. But like, now I'm at a state where generally I'm like feeling quite accomplished in what I've made it in foundation year and what I'm making currently. I'm like, I don't have aspirations to take this further other than doing the same stuff that I'm doing, which maybe is a good thing. It's just not a thing that I've really had before, because I've always been like, cool, I like this, but I feel like I have a very, very specific direction in which I want to take this. Whereas I'm like, at the minute, I'm like, just more of this stuff would be great, please. Which I guess they're like, cool, you have your own interests and initiatives and stuff, but I'm like, also, I'm paying to be here, and I could just be doing the same thing without paying to learn. I do want to explore photography though, when I start anew, because I haven't really done photography before, because as a teenager in art I was like weird hierarchical angst, like, photography isn't proper art, it's just using a phone to take pictures. No, it can be very, very, very cool. So I want to get into that proper analog, nitty-gritty, fine arty stuff, and then mix it all with cool layers and do freaking multimedia stuff, like mix it with textiles and just figure out how cool chemicals work, which I did a tiny bit in sixth form, because I did a costume project, and in one of the things, which in practical terms it went horribly wrong, but I did a cyanotype on some fabric, which I used to make a skirt. So what I did is I did a drawing, and then I scanned the drawing, inverted the colours, printed it out as a negative on acetate, then wiped my freaking, I can't remember what it's called now, literally said it a second ago, cyanotype. Cyanotype paint, I painted it on the fabric that I was using, and then like exposed it so that it printed in the inverse, so it printed my drawing on the fabric, which is fine in theory, is wonderful in theory in fact, but I did it on a windy day while it was overcast, so my sheet of acetate was bobbling around, so the shadows were moving. It wasn't great lighting, so it didn't properly expose anyway. I did it like 3 times and they were all blurry. And the skirt wasn't executed very well either. So if I could do something like that but better, like with freaking blue light or whatever it is that you use for cyanotypes, that'd be great, that'd be fun. Or different chemical processes or things like that that would affect fabric and textiles, because I freaking love fabric and textiles. But I also want to do big paintings. I want to do like a crossover of big paintings and stuff, and textiles and things like that, because I went heavy with my textiles and I'm loving my textiles in fine art. I just want to weave them into each other with those big paintings and textiles as well. And I'm like, wow, isn't this cool? And everyone will be like, yeah, this is so cool. And I'm like, thanks guys, this is awesome. I'm so happy to be here. Okay, that bug body is done. Next bug body. Another thing I will also do when doing filters and things like that is I will just add highlights on top of it, so a lot of those colours are sort of merging together on this character, So we'll just fiddle around with that when we are doing filters and stuff like that at the very end. So we just got one more bug body to do. Because this is very solid and saturated in the middle of this, and because we've got textures on top, I'm just going to do hardcore line down the middle just to really split them up. And yeah, and maybe do that over the top, but keep it fairly solid. And then do a dark color. Another thing that can mimic shadows is just the line art size. If you make it chunkier in shadows and lighter, like thinner in lighter bits, it will just, from further away, it will just look lighter, or at least mock being lighter, and then it will be cool. And it will be cool and awesome and cool, I swear. Orange, I need some orange highlight, please. There we go. Awesome. And I'll take a bit of that line art color and really separate that. Wonderful stuff. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Another one, clipping mask. And then it got a lovely dark body, which I don't know how I'm gonna do because I'm already pretty dark in comparison to the line art. So we're probably actually just gonna carry through some of that line art color, I think. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this one because we haven't done that today. The only thing about this color, or this brush, is that it does pick up on where I've done a shit job with the filling, because I just got lazy and used an auto tool rather than filling it in all manually. Sometimes I fill it in manually, sometimes I get lazy and this brush specifically notices when I get lazy. Just bought Procreate because watching this made me give in to my want. Yes! Join the club, indoctrinate yourself. Wahahaha. Very fun. It's a bit scary because nothing is explained. But when you get used to it, you get used to it, and it's just in your brain forever. So I will come and attack you, Edwin, if you need assistance. Recharging my pencil now. Oh, that's a good point. It said I was at 5% like a little while ago, so we might just stop drawing at some point. I'm out, thank you. All good, buddy. All good. I keep going to put a thumb up to camera, but because my webcam is cropped when I'm in the little cam mode, it's like, wow, my thumb is just off screen, so I have to adjust. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Color. Okay. Now, because it's dark, this is where it gets tricky, so we're just gonna have to compromise. Compromise with how dark it gets. And we'll just have to make that tummy a little bit lighter. And we are dark on the other side as well, so just match that up. Those legs are nice and bright though, that's good. Oh, look at that pop! Papa Red with Papa Pickle. Just putting them in random zany places, because why not? Jim. La. Okay, lovely shiny beetle bits. Lovely bit about bugs is that they're shiny. That might be a bit too white, probably. There we go. lovely tie-ins of those different colours. Woo! I want a little bit of orange, please. There we go. Oh yeah, really pulling it together. Making those lines stand out a bit where they hide in that darker colour. There we go. Shiny. Yes, big shine. Big shine on the guy. Add some swirly so it's extra shine. Wow. Okay. Tum time. I think it's tum time, don't you? Time for his tum. Okay. We're gonna make it lovely. Lovely and bright. Tum time. We want it. We want it rather than that, baby. Hell yeah. And then what we'll do instead is we'll just go, we'll work from light to dark. No, dark to light, sorry. So we'll focus on highlights instead of going darker, because we already know we've gone pretty dark, so we can't go much darker or it will just fade into the other bit of the bug. I might use a highlight on these little legs at a later point that I use on the stomach, just because it might get a bit hidden. Okay. Shiny, shiny. Okay. Colours and tum. Do I want to do it properly? I would just do it like this, but I won't do the proper cross hatching, just so that we get a little bit of grain, but we can't be bothered with the whole texture. This way I can just be super hard with the pressure and it doesn't matter too much. Literally going like that on my screen, full fist. Ah! Peppa Banks, hello! Hello, Pebble. We are colouring. Woo! Look what we've done. Very exciting. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. I'm colouring with my fist. I'm going like this, like a toddler. Let me out of my cage. Womp, 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 womp. I got Anwen to download Procreate, so now they just have to colour like me. I have indoctrinated. Wee-hee-hee-hee. Poor financial decisions. I'm encouraging nationwide. Yeah. Womp, 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 womp. Bug belly, bug belly. Ew, 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 ew. I've changed the playlist for today. I just searched Lo-Fi DMCA free playlist on Spotify and chose the first result, because last week when I played, there was a lot of songs that were dated poorly that were included on my DMCA playlist. So, and while I was on the stream I was like frantically trying to take it away and remove it from the playlist. So I was like, let's just avoid that chaos. I haven't touched that playlist since last week, so I was like, let's just find an easy chill route. You should play Willwood. I don't know if Willwood is DMCA free. I can check. I will have to check off stream, but that may be a possible future thing. So yes, we've got vibes, which matches the sleepy guy energy. The lo-fi, I don't really listen to lo-fi that much, other than Dan and Phil Beats, my guys. Dan and Phil Beats lo-fi album, my guys. literally listen to that on the way to work far too often. I'm like, I can't think. I don't want to listen to more Dungeons and Dragons. I can't be bothered to listen to My Chemical Romance or steampunk music. I just need vibes. Wordless vibes. In which case, it's down and Phil Beats, baby. Womp womp womp. But yeah, we just got lo-fi vibes because I've been told before that my streams have sleepover energy. Sleepy guy vibes. So we're just going with them sleepy guy vibes, which I'm happy to maintain because I am a sleepy guy. In fact, most of the time when I'm ending stream is because I'm tired. Cole, tell me it's done. I'm gonna not. How am I gonna go orange? Because I'm tempted to go more red. Oh, that's messing things up. I don't know. That's gonna frick with the whole thing, I think. Or what if we do that handy dandy trick? Just make everything slightly lighter. Is that? No, I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just restrain ourselves when it comes to shading, and then we can just do it post filters to see if that works. And hope for the best. Because why not? Why not? There we go. Orange. Crazy orange. Don't know why I keep going into French accents. Once I was out with my friend Georgia in Barry, and we were just doing French accents. French accents just so wildly. Just talking in French accents. We went into a bookshop and was just doing it still and like lost each other, and I was still talking in the French accent, and I just went up to a full stranger and started talking about books in this stupid French accent, and then looked up and I was like, okay. And just ran off and apologized. I have such shame about that moment, just being a complete idiot. We love shame. It keeps us restrained. Nothing else would restrain me if I did not have shame. Adding those highlights to those little stinky legs so that we can see those stinky grubby legs. Womp 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 womp. Lily lily lily. There we go, there we go. Those legs as well. Don't forget about the left hand legs. Or right hand, I guess. Depends if you're looking or being the bug. Okay, and then just add in those vibey guys from the side as little highlights. Can't believe that's our orange highlight up here is this color, and then this is our orange highlight down here. Wild. This is why it gets imbalanced sometimes, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to balance it out. So I might balance it out again in a minute. Hello, I am back. Hello. Welcome back. I am Dad. Womp womp womp. Okay. Sure. You know, maybe I should have done R5, but I don't know if I have continuous motivation for it. I'll just do it anyway. Just join and you can do it when you like. Simple as that. Simple as that. You don't have to do it when you don't want to. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Oh, I know what I can do. Whoa. We'll lighten it. And then we'll just take the dark colour that was there and overlay it on top of the darker bit. I don't want to ignore people by accident. You can't just say no revenges. Or I will revenge when I can. Or something like that in your bio, and then people won't expect it. It's not necessary. Like on the template for for like art fight profiles and stuff where you introduce yourself, there is a tick box whether you will revenge and whether you will friendly fire. You can just leave them both blank if you don't want to commit to anything, which is fair enough. I'm sort of regretting doing friendly fire stuff because I'm like, but it gets me like 80% less points when I do a friendly fire. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, you don't have to commit yourself to anything. It's just vibes, man. Just vibes. I know people that like lurk and just do 2 art fights a year. Wait, what's friendly fire? Friendly fire is when you draw someone's OCs from the same team as you. So you're ideally trying to attack and draw people's OCs from the opposite team than you. But if you draw someone's OCs and they're on the same team as you, you get 20% of the points you would get usually on someone else's team. So it's like you can play against your own team if you just like that character and stuff, but you only get 20% of the points. But if you play the opposite team, you get 100% points. So it's just a little way to keep the competition heightened, but allow for people just to vibe if they want to. So I've only friendly fired when I've had like attacks from friendly fires, just so that I can revenge them properly. Okay, this is like coloured now, so I'm just gonna go in with some opacity stuff just in the shaded bits before anything else, and then we will play with filters. How long is Outfight for? It's every July, so it's just for a month every year. You can like upload characters and stuff, or I think you can draw outside of the month as well. But the main competition, because they have new like teams and stuff every year, the main competition is July of every year. But yeah, you can upload characters and do things and edit your account and stuff in between then. Yeah, but it's mainly for July, which is good because I do not have a good attention span. It's surprising that I've lasted this long with Art Fight, to be honest, because I've like made my own competitions and stuff. Like a couple of years back I made there's only a few days left though. No, it's the 10th of July, my dude. There's loads of days left. We're like a third of the way in. There's loads. I only joined on the 4th. I only started drawing on the 5th. But I have plans. That's fair enough. But again, you don't have to commit yourself to anything. You can just vibe. Just vibe. You can literally do 1 attack and call it a day. Whatever you want to do, buddy. I ain't forcing you, but damn recommending because it's fun. Very fun. Big fun. Womp womp womp. Makes me want to go super zany with my OCs and stuff. I've seen so many cool non-humanoid designs and I'm like, wow, now I just want to make space goobers and more creature goobers and slinky horror goobers, and I just want to make all type of goobers and draw them non-stop. E is right, yes. Womp 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 womp. La 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 la. Okay, okay, okay. Coloring, 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 coloring. Just doing this, and then we can play with filters and go crazy. Like I said earlier, I am trying to keep the same filters, but obviously different art fights means different characters, which means different colors that I wouldn't usually use, so there's room for adjusting and things like that if they don't match up as well. But generally I just copy and paste and then alter slightly where needed. Cool, 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 cool. Almost done. Arm, wing, horn, fill. There we go. Wonderful. Now we'll play around. Oh, there's a tiny bit there. Good job, I noticed. There was there's an art fight. I literally posted it today as well. I only noticed because I've been posting my art fights on Artfight and on Twitter and occasionally on Instagram. Obviously, I've been making loads and loads and loads, so I haven't posted them all on Instagram. But yeah, I realised after having had it posted for ages. Oh, that's cool. I might make them straight up purple. That's really cool. I might do that. Hang on. I realised after having posted it that I had missed a braid because it was like, it looked like short hair, and I looked back at the character sheet again and it was like, holy crap, there's a long braid there that I just straight up missed. I think we're going to go for that overlay one because it looks funky. And what I'll do, very fun, is I will take that and that will look sort of similar even though it's not the same, and then I will add that a little bit to different spaces, and it will fuck up because it wants to, so it's an accent in different spaces as well. There we go. Wonderful. Little around the tummy. Pretty. So colour, so texture. We love that colour, that texture. Oh, is that too dark? A little bit. There we go. There we go. Little shadows. Just going crazy with them shadows now. Wow! Okay. See, now that's made a dark colour that I can bring into that line art if I so please. Although we will just test how the line art looks with different things first. Swirlies, we love them swirlies. Okay, let's test how the line art looks if we do it with different stuff. So, this is overlay, which might work actually if I like darken in like bits like the face and stuff where it's less clear but should be more clear. That might work, but I'm sort of just vibing with it as it is. That might also work. That looks very normal. Hard light. Oh, that's actually kind of pretty, but I'm not going to do that. But I'm liking that blue colour. I might do the hard line, I think, and then we'll just take those dark colours, and then what we do over the top on a different layer, we take our same line art brush. Looks pretty without line art, hell yeah. Take that same line art brush, take the darkest bit from another piece, just accentuate it and balance it out on the bits that get a bit murky, and then it will look really cool when we've finished it. So let's goop it up. We goopin'. Funky colours, oh yeah. I might do that with the non-black. That's another thing you can do. You can steal darker bits from different colors, because with those like slightly opaque filtered line arts on the bits where the shadows are darker and the coloring, the line art will be different, like undertones and saturations and things like that. So you can just steal it from them and have them different tones where they're supposed to be, and it'll be super tasty. And I'm just gonna add little wedges in at some of the corners, because bugs be like that. Bugs be crazy like that. Especially those sort of isopod type things. I think this is isopod-esque. Kill. Get them legs. That hair. Belly button. And where those shadows are especially, just enhance that with the darker colour underneath. This does mean, oh fuck, what did I do there? That happens sometimes. What was this? Oh, piss. I got freaking a different colour in the line art layer. Okay, we're just gonna have to find that colour and do it again. Where is it? There we go. No, that's too yellow. Ah! Chaos! Chaos is... I have to do that all along here. Ah! Sometimes I don't notice it until right at the end, and I'm like, fuck. This is probably not quite right because it's already on the hard light, but it's fine. There we go. That's fine. Cool. We can go back to our regularly scheduled programming. There we go. Isopods. Did I do all those legs? No, I didn't, because I got distracted. Because I fucked up earlier and did not spot it. Okay. I'll do some of them hairs a bit darker. Get those chest hairs a bit darker as well. Just because we like them body hairs. Oh, and we want some more spots and stuff, because we love spots and stuff. And we'll take those darker skin toned colours, and then it will be like blemishes rather than like old scarred spots and freckly things, rather than more harsh spots and stuff like that. Blending them colours together, you know how it be. Wonderful. Then we move on to this groover. I want to steal that colour again, because this guy is dark anyway, so we'll probably want that with the other stuff. Oh, there's even darker over here. I didn't notice that before. Wow. Looks a bit Jafari. Now I'm looking at it like akin to Jafar from Aladdin. But it's fine. It's just those huge cap sleeves and that belt bit that I'm like, oh shit. Racially probably not good villain from Disney is entering the mix. No, I'm just trying to draw a bug. A bug for art fight, please. E indeed. Okay, little eyebrows, eyeball, little grin, messy nose. There we go. No, we need to do that again. Wasn't close enough. There we go. Kill. I do sound like a car when drawing sometimes. I am Lightning McQueen at heart. Once watched the whole of Lightning McQueen on a pirated friend's account. Instead of doing revision for GCSE, I just watched it in the library and was like, YOLO. Had a free period for study specifically, and I did artwork. I watched Cars and was like, wow, this is very misogynistic, and I've just realized because I had watched it in like a good 10 years and was like, this is questionable taste. Says a lot about masculinity in ways that I'm not entirely comfortable with. But ain't that how like most things age? Okay. We bugging it up, we bugging out. Getting a little bit of curl. Bug. Boogie. Okay. And then a bit of shading where that shading would be. Playing with that line. Shit, what's it called? Density? Intensity? Foreshadowed areas again and thinning it out when it gets lighter. Just for funsies. Just for funs. Yep. There we go. A little bit more around here. Because it is a darker one, we are being a bit more concentrated in how often we put those dark colours down on the extra line art. There we go. Wonderful. I'll just put a little extra here. Balance it out in some places. Cool. Anything else that looks a bit out of weight? Here. Now we're just balancing it out so it doesn't look too crazy. We'll put some lines here. Doesn't have to line up completely because we stay messy like that. There we go. Awesome! And then I will just take a teeny bit and that will be some more highlight over here. And then what color do we want the flowers? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and then take, where is it? There it is. Because this is one that I can change the opacity, and I'll just do a low opacity. Hang on, this is over the top of the line art? Yes, it is. Okay, we want to go underneath the line art. Wow! And oh shit, that's because it's on the overlay one. We'll want it on this one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's still on the clipping mask. We'll just make a new layer. Just trying to recycle a layer. Okay, and then this is low opacity, so it's like stealing the colors, but we're toning them down a bit and making them a bit more palatable. And then what we can do is we can double layer, and then it blends still. Very, very clever. Very clever. We like the matchy of them colors. Okay, and then I think what I'll do also is steal some from the other person as well, just to have some fun with it. We want another one over there if possible, over to the right, just to balance it out a bit. Yeah, we'll have one down here, another darker one. I don't really care that I'm being messy. I care a little bit, but don't tell anyone. I'm nonchalant, I swear. Okay. And then we'll do one here. And then we'll take a slightly bluer colour. Maybe I'll do that purpley one there. And then, yeah, baby. There we go. And then fill in the rest of the gaps with this one, because then it's balancing it out all around the edges with those same pokey outy brighter colours that we've got from the other ones. Oh, there's a little ring here. I might just do that like that. Good. Oh, piss. Ah! There we go. And carve a hole. I will just... And then I might steal one more colour, because I'm crazy like that. Because I'm a thief and a scoundrel. One more. Do one more flower over here. Oh fuck. I'm trying to do them because you can only do them one touch at a time because it's opacity based. There you go. And then steal one more colour. I want a greeny one, I think. Go for that. I might do that for some of the stars actually, because it's like a greeny yellow. And then I'll choose for some of the flowers as well, I think, just to be wild. I might triple whammy that, just mess it up at the end. Flower, hell yeah. We like them flowers. I don't usually include flowers, but this was on the original on this one over here, and I was like, that's a cute addition. We'll just add that in because it's like blossomy and nice because of those pink accents. So we'll just add them around with them stars and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I'll just take a texture brush so that we don't have any harsh, yucky edges, because we need to have that texture or I will cry. I'm only half joking. And then I will do a dark one over here. concentration. This opacity dependent brush is making me zone in. My eyes are fully lacking in water because they've just been open and staring. Awooga. I stare at my iPad and only my iPad. Cool. And we're still one tiny last bit for this little extra bit. 2, 3. I don't freaking know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. Shit. Ah! I've ruined everything. Just changing that color because why not? I decided there's one more color than I wanted there to be, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah! 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh shit, there's another flower in there. Hang on. Or just go straight up. No, give me that full opacity. Oh shit, is it under? It's under layers. It's under goddamn layers. Okay. Almost forgot about them. I was scared I was, but I didn't. Because I'm clever. And now it looks weird. Let's play around with some scenes. I might just do normal and then slightly less. No, I'll do that one. Divide, sure. Do I want to do a crinkly background? Because what I have been doing, I'll show you now, is I have been very tediously, again, like drawing like that hatchy pattern again over the top and like leaving a border around the edges, which I might do again, but luckily I've used a lot of real estate already, so it shouldn't take a crazy long time. I might just do that and then we're good to play with filters and then we're done. Woo! Do I even want to do that? I might just... I think what I might do first is I will see how... Oh, has the Apple Pencil died? Ah! We'll play around with filters and then we'll charge the Apple Pencil and play around with filters while we're doing that because we can do that with our fingers. No! It's caved in. That was a long while for 5%, so I've got to give it credit. Credit where credit's due. But yeah, I am going to, because what I have been doing is just copying and pasting from other documents. So we're going to copy and paste from this kitty cat to RIP Apple Pencil. It will be fine. It doesn't take too crazy long to charge, so it will just have to pack it. Just have to behave. Because I need it. I need it, please. Croaky band. So this one, paste. Oh, that's on the wrong layer. It needs to go above everything else, including the layout. Then that was, fuck. This is the annoying thing about Procreate. And when don't listen to me. Sometimes it's hard to move the layers and not group them. There we go. And we'll change that to a pin light and see if it looks vibey. That looks a bit too washed out, I think. Does it? She shall never know. La la la, I can't hear you. Good. I think that will look good when we figure out the background, because I literally think I just want to do like a slightly darker grey colour, sort of like those wings, but maybe slightly darker, slightly lighter. Like tone it down, have those borders and stuff just to crunch it up a bit, and then that'll be fine. Cool. I might I don't know. We will see. Beam 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 beam. Other one, this is a soft light, so we'll add that and see how it looks. Soft light, paste, make it big enough, because it's a block color it doesn't matter about pixelation, which is good. Soft light, and then that is at 23%. That looks good. Wonderful. Most of my art with filters is just making it yellower, more saturated, and slightly darker, because I work in very light, sort of more grayscale colors with tiny bits of tone. So that's what the filters do, make everything slightly more uniform. We might not even need the full scratchy scratch, because I'm not minding it how it is. No, I don't want to export. I want to paste. There we go. There we go. And this one is saturation. I have these all memorized just because I've been doing so much. Wow! Wow! That's crazy. Crazy. How does it look at 25%? Does it look bearable? I'd say that looks bearable. I might have a play around to see if we can funk it up a bit more. So what I will do is I'll change it back to normal, have it at 100%, take that color, put it back to saturation, and change that tone slightly to see if we can improve it. That might work. No, that's more colourful that way. That might work. I don't know how I'm vibing with that, because that takes away a lot of the depth in that left shell. I do like it though. I might add another bluier layer, light blue, and then just play around with different filters and stuff and see what happens, because usually I stick to that same side with my frickin' like filters and stuff, so it stays that yellowy tone. I feel like those balances are a bit whack. I was kind of liking the soft light, so maybe if we change that, put it in a different order maybe. There we go, that's looking better. Sometimes it's just the order you put them in that affects it. Cool. How is the pencil doing? Pencil, hello. Not too bad, it's charged up a bit. Okay, cool. We will just add some extra crunches and then we're good to go, I think. Don't think I'm going to do the full background. You can see how much lighter it is just by me taking off the filters, so it goes from this to that, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool, if you ask me. So we're just gonna, actually I'll leave those filters on now that I've taken the thing. Oh, that's a lot darker than I thought it was. Okay, and we'll take the HB1, just add a little light crunch to the edge. Got some lo-fi Undertale. Everyone's ready to cry. There we go. And I still like to leave a little border when I'm doing the crunchies, just so that the peeps pop out, peeps stand out. And if it doesn't look good, that's fine, because it's on a different layer. And then we can just get rid of it if it doesn't work. Which is another wonder of the digital artscape. You can just get rid of it if you want to. No big deal. And I like to add some swirlies and some hatching and stuff. Just randomly. Some more overlays and stuff of extra dots and stars. Being very careful about how much pressure I put on, because I saw it first and I was like, ah, that's far too much. So we're just being very light. Add some more flowers. How is that looking? Not too bad. I might add a bit more over here. Oh crap. It's fine if it's messy. The whole damn thing is messy. Wonderful thing about not trying to have a clean art style is that you don't have to have a clean art style when you fuck it up. There we go. There we go. Yahoo! Okay. Swing, 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 swing. Just random lines everywhere, because why not? Sometimes I do it around the stars and extra stuff as well. Mostly over the lined stuff though. Wow, that was a bit dark. That's fine. We're by the dark character. It's okay. Pew 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 pew. There we go. Bug, 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 bug. I'm automatically going back into that cross-hatching thing, but it's fine. It looks okay, so it's fine. It will match the shirt vibes of the red guy. There we go. Ah! That was very dark. Crazy. I might erase some of that actually. And we'll just go over it. Be gentle. Gentle. Just do some crazy star pans just for fun. How is that? Cooking and looking. We do tiny bit here. Okay. I think that works. Let's try some filters. I like it, those sort of light blue colours. I think that works. What was that luminescence? If I turn that down. No, I think that works. Sick! And then last thing we do is we just take some of those highlights, add a tiny bit more brightness to them. Just go around the outside of the line art with some of them. Bring a little bit extra pop, and then bam kazam, we're done. Ooh, careful it doesn't go too much on the line art, because that'll be scary. There we go. It's like a little heart on the bug tail. Many bug legs. More flowers. Cool. Cute. I might add a bit of the light to bug, because we don't have much bug shine on this bug. Just adding it to some overlapping bits, just where it's not super clear there on different layers or different perspective bits. Do one here, a little bit here. La. I might do those stars just to pop them out a bit. This guy, the horns for sure. How are we vibing? Yeah, but I just need to get some of the spikes in. There we go. There we go. Woo! Them spikes, they spiking. And then we'll just do some extra circles. Scratching my head. Herm. Might do the opposite of what I did with the shadows and just pop out the light a bit on the ends of those bug legs. There we go. Oh, look at that bug shine. Woo! Really need some shine on that other bug. Come on, my guy. We need some shine on you. Woo! Beautiful stuff. Loving them bugs. Awesome bugs. Great to represent the friends of mine. Gotta represent the homies. Bug shine. Oh, beautiful. Woo! Oh, sometimes my iPad just lightens and brightens up. I don't know if it picks up or not on the stream, but sometimes it just changes settings, and I'm like, okay, now my vision is gone, and nothing is as it was, and I am confused. But it fixed itself, so that's fine. Is this good? I think this is fine. And it's got all of the things on. Might just layers a bit. Filters. Might do another yellow filter. And then see how we feel. Yellowy, greeny, darker. I'm putting the highlights on top of it just so that we can feel the vibe. I feel like that's okay. That's good, I think. Yipper, very pretty. Cool. Yeah, that's good. I think we're done. Awesome sauce. Yay! Artfight is done. I'm going to submit it to Artfight, and then the person will have that in their inbox, and it's very exciting. Yay! Bugs be drawn. Bugs have been drawn. Awesome. I think that's a pretty good stream. I'm gonna end it up now. We've been going for a solid 2.5 hours. It's pretty good because last time it was only 2 hours. So pretty damn good. I'm on Artfight page. Yes, Artfight. Artfight is good. My page on Artfight is just very, very filled to the brim. It's like quite concerning because it's like, wow, just fully no ad, go away. Oh, automatically played. Yeah, my Artfight page is just stacked. It's so glorious to look at. Hang on, let me find it and just very stupidly show you it on my phone, because that's a good way to do it. I could manually do stuff on OBS, but this will take a second and look shitter, but I can't be bothered to do it properly. Let me find me on Artfight, please. It's me. Is my internet going to work? Cool. This is me on Artfight. Oh, you can see all of the stream shines. This is me on Artfight. And then if I go to attacks, you scroll down, you see me. Ah, and all my greasy fingerprints. And those 18 attacks. Oh, oh. And you just scroll. Oh, fuck. Scroll and scroll and scroll. And there's just loads. I've done loads. Eee, funky. It's me. But yes, I'm doing this madly consistently. I'm on Team Seafoam. So if you're on Stardust, my cursor hover over the register button. Do it. If you're Team Stardust, preferably, but also Team... Ow, I just hurt my hand. Team Seafoam as well. I'm revenging everyone who comes my way. Screams! Yay! Cool. That's the stream. We have done some fighting, some battling. I might do another Artfight stream. An Artfight colouring stream. Might do a line art stream. Might do a line art in my sketchbook. I have got a new sketchbook. It is fucking huge. Because I asked on my Instagram stories and on Twitter what sketchbooks people recommended, because my current sketchbook they don't make anymore, which is probably good because the spine is collapsing. But this is the new sketchbook, but it is so much bigger than the old sketchbook. It is like, my old sketchbook was like half of this, and this is big, but I haven't decorated it or anything yet, so I'm excited to start on that. So we might do that at some point. I'm not used to such a big landscape of paper. But yes, I need to finish off my other book first, which has lasted me ages and ages because I didn't draw traditionally for so long. That is from the end of high school. So since 2021, sort of June 2021 until now. So it's got some old stuff in it. But yes, that is the stream. I'm not sure when I will next stream. I'll have to look at my calendar. But if you want to follow, or take a look at my Instagram stories or Twitter or blah 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 blah, all of that stuff, all up at Monty May Arts. And then you will see when I next stream, or you can follow me and turn on notifications, and you will get a notification right on your little phone, app, when I stream next, and we can vibe and be fun and cool. Yay! I'm going to upload this to Artfight, and then start on another one, finish one of my other ones, because what else the fuck have I got to do? We know what else I've got to do, but I'm insane in the membrane. Cool, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Bye bye. Gotta figure out how to end. Wrong tab. Bye bye.